provide a defense to Ricardo Pacheco for an investigation by the District Attorney's Office regarding a potential conflict of interest between his employment with the City of Baldwin Park and his employment with South El Monte. Now, in making this decision, I did not know whether this investigation is civil or criminal. The legal determination depends on whether the investigation is civil or criminal. It is known that the prosecutor in the District Attorney's Office does prosecute conflict of interest cases civilly. That's happening right now with several different council members, one of which is City of Carson in the Water Replenishment District. The District Attorney has filed a civil case against that elected official for a conflict of interest. That is also a case in several other cases that I know. So the District Attorney does bring civil cases and criminal cases. I don't know if this is a civil or a criminal case. Based on that, it is my opinion that we have to assume that this is criminal until this is civil, until we know differently. And the reason why is if I assume that this was criminal and reported that to the council and he was to be denied a defense, Councilmember Pacheco could sue the city and collect his attorney's fees and or damages for a wrongful decision in that regard. So I have recommended to the council that they treat this as a civil complaint for now, and they did so. What I have done is I've contacted the District Attorney's Office and asked them for clarification about whether this investigation is criminal or civil. If it turns out that this investigation is criminal, those would be new facts that I would learn, and I would then have to bring this back to the City Council, and the City Council would have to vote again whether or not to provide a defense for Councilmember Pacheco. The standards for providing a defense in a criminal case is different than providing a defense in a civil case. If it is indeed a civil case, the defense is mandatory. It's required by law. Any person that is sued in a civil matter related to the course and scope of his employment is a mandated defense. So that's why I erred in the side of caution in this case, because it is a mandatory defense if it's civil, and I simply don't know that at this time. I'm going to do everything that I can to find out as soon as possible whether or not this is a civil or criminal case. And if it turns out there are new facts that I don't know today, I'll bring it back to the City Council and they'll have to vote again.
Mayor?
Yes, Councilmember.
I just, for the record, I do want to state that this is just based on a phone call. There is no case, and we are moving forward based just on a phone call that was made to Councilmember Pacheco, and I feel that this is very premature because we do not have all of the information in front of us in order for us to be able to know how we're going to possibly move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
And one other, I did have to identify the votes. I said it was 3-2. Councilmember Baca and Vice Mayor Rubio voted no.
Mayor, and I also want to state for the record, and it's exactly what Councilmember Kuzbaka said. He said he received a phone call, and now he's asking for us to provide legal counsel for that phone call. And I also believe there's really nothing on the table yet. We need to find out what it is that they want before we start spending money on lawyers. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Susan, this one, Councilmember Monica Garcia.
Thank you. I just wanted to state that what I understand about this is based on a civil case, a council member is entitled to have representation. If that representation is denied, then that council member can come back and sue the city for whatever costs and perhaps even damages. So at this point, I think that it makes sense to provide that representation until we know differently, and that's why I have voted to approve this. Otherwise, I think it would be a greater liability to the city. Thank you.
Can I clarify something?
Yes, Councilor. Yes, this one, Vice Mayor.
The city does have 20 days to respond, so we would not be in violation of anything. We would just take those 20 days to find out more information on the case and then decide how to proceed. And no one's denying anybody any right to representation. The fact remains, we don't know what we're representing because we don't have any facts, we don't have any paperwork, it's just based on one phone call. And again, we have 20 days, I would suggest that we find out what it is first, that they're alleging or trying to speak to him about, then we can respond accordingly. So that would not put the city on any more cost liability to the